Andy Cowell, managing director of Mercedes-AMG's high-performance Powertrains, recently confirmed that he has handed in his notice and he would be leaving Mercedes. Cowell has gone into details as to why he wants to leave from a position that has been successful enough to see 6 championships. I'm your host, Dillon Shelley, and first up on Formula World, Cowell explains decision to leave Mercedes. In his Beyond the Grid appearance, Cowell began by expressing that he has no regrets with his decision. Project Pitlane helped confirm that my decision was the correct one. I handed my notice in January, and Project Pitlane popped up in March. It was a go and have a go at something different that lit the bonfire in my belly. He then elaborated on his plans for the future. I do class myself as having one of the best jobs on the planet at the moment. A lot of my friends, and especially my mum, think I'm as mad as a box of frogs to hand my notice in. Everybody's saying, well, what are you going to do next? And I'm not 100% certain yet, but hopefully it will give me a nice big challenge, and hopefully I can help companies and organisations and ultimately people. He signed off by explaining the need for a change. It's time for a change. Mercedes is a company that I'm hugely proud to have worked for. The people here are an incredible group of people, and I'll miss them. But 16 years feels like a long period of time doing largely the same thing. I enjoy the clean sheet of paper challenge of design. I think my personality likes the thrills of being dropped into something that's challenging and scary. Fast feed. Honda F1 boss Toyoharu Tanabe thinks that the key is to maximise the overall efficiency to get good results in the upcoming triple header. Red Bull team principal Christian Horner has let out that negotiations for the new Concord agreement were lengthy, especially given the global challenges facing the sport, but in some respects they were also remarkably straightforward in comparison with previous years. He also remarked that negotiating with Bernie Ecclestone in the past was always good fun, always a bit different. Horner also confirmed that Liberty were scrupulously fair with negotiations and Red Bull were in fact the first team to sign it in Barcelona. Former F1 driver Guido van der Garde has suggested that a lot of drivers will be happy that F1 will return to Turkey as it's really a driver's circuit, everything is in place. Another former F1 driver Nick Heidfeld pointed out that even though the car was developed for Verstappen, it doesn't explain the huge gap between Max and Albon. He also added that Red Bull now supports Albon very openly and that he needs that support, otherwise he will go under Verstappen. Christian Horner thinks that it's a pity about that DNF because without it they would have been 18 points closer to Hamilton. The organisers of the Bahrain circuit have released a statement revealing that F1 is currently analysing various track layout possibilities for the second race at the circuit. AlphaTauri's Pierre Gasly thinks that with 9 races in 11 weeks they will feel it a bit, although it is more intense for the engineers and mechanics. He also feels that this year returning to Belgium will also be a sad moment because it is just 1 year ago that Antoine lost his life after that terrible accident. Ferrari's Sebastian Vettel has explained the Spa circuit is truly unique. No other track on the calendar has so many variations in height. It continually climbs and drops, a feature you can't really appreciate seeing it on television. Renault have confirmed that Esteban will have new engine parts added to his car from Spa. It's the same specification as his first engine, just brand new. F1 CEO Chase Carey has elaborated on how this year has presented Formula One and the world with an unprecedented challenge. He therefore wants to pay tribute to everyone across Formula One, the FIA, the teams and their partners who have made this possible. And Renault's engine technical director Remy Taffin thinks that the midfield is very close together, it's a matter of milliseconds to get into Q3. Would you like to see a different layout for the second race at Bahrain? Head over to my community page to vote in the poll and let me know what you think in the comments. And if you liked this video, feel free to subscribe and check out my others for all the latest in the world of Formula One.